Hi and welcome back to the Citizen channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. Our penultimate edition of Story of the Game for this season. I don't know if the World Club Cup counts as this season, is it next season? Anyway, doesn't matter. We've got just two Premier League games to talk about. We've got one that happened last night and it ended City 3, Bournemouth the Cherries 1. Yes, we'll take that. 20th of May 2025, 8pm kickoff, match day 37. Andy Morrison's prediction, City 3, Cherries 1. Bill Bernard's prediction, my prediction, yours truly, City 3, Cherries 1. There you go. Full house. There you go. That's good. We'll finish it there. Can't get any better, can it? Anyway, my headlines for this, just simple, really. Bye-bye, KDB. Welcome back, Rodri. Interesting vibe to the game last night. Good atmosphere. Thank God we didn't invade the pitch. Nothing to invade the pitch for, have we, I suppose, unless we're going to wheel the community shield out. Who knows? And we still do actually hold the FIFA World Club Cup, don't we? So I'm sure we've got it somewhere, or we sent it back now. I'm not too sure on that one. Anyway, let's have a look at the game. Yeah, as I said, a strange vibe around the game. With it's obviously Kevin, and it sort of had an end of season feel, but it was very, very important to win the game, of course, and important for Bournemouth. They had to win both the last games to stand any chance of getting anywhere or getting a European spot. So pressure on those as well, on Bournemouth as well. Pep's 11, we had 3 changes to the Wembley game. I got 9 out of 11. I was quite happy with that. Let's go through the teams. I'll give you any comments I had to make when I saw the team. Ederson, Nunez, Akanji, Diaz, Gvardiol, Kovacic, Gundo, KDB, of course, Bernardo, Marmoush and Haaland. On the bench, Ortega, Ake, Grealish, Doku, no Savvy on the bench, but we'll talk about Pep later in his bench. He's threatened to quit if we get too many play. I mean, I think Pep's forgotten all the crap, all the sort of, we're getting the kids on the bench, not having full benches, and all of a sudden, because he's got everyone back, he's stressing now and saying, I don't like these big squads, I don't want a big squad, I'm going to quit, just get over yourself. This is unusual for City. And it will be unusual any season. You can have the biggest squad in the world, but as soon as you start putting 3, 4, 5, 6 little niggly injuries up every week, it soon decimates the team. So anyway, we'll no doubt see more on that in the close season. As I said, on the bench, Ortega, Ake, Grealish, Doku, no Savvy, Nico, Rodri, Foden, Bob and O'Reilly. Of course, people like Lewis weren't on the bench, Kusanov. There's lots of people missing out now, and there are reasons for it, because we're getting players back from injury. O'Reilly would have been nice. I would have preferred O'Reilly to, is that it now? Is Pep never going to play with a competitive game again? Has he had his chance and he's blown it? No wing options, of course, so we had to rely on the unks and, of course, people like Marmoush to create. And, of course, Bob and Rodders on the bench. That was the highlight, probably, of that bench, wasn't it? Bournemouth had it. Oh, I can never pronounce his flipping name. Kepa, is it? Is that his other name? Kepa Arrizabalaga, or whatever he is, anyway. Arujo, it's crap anyway. Zabani, Husin, Kirkes, Cook, Adams, Tavernier, Semenyo, Clivert, and Evan Nielsen. Story of the game, yes. Okay start. It was, as I say, it was a bit of a strange atmosphere, and it was even better though for us, wasn't it? On 14 minutes, as old Marmoush picks the ball up, sees plenty of space in front, and advances. Of course, is in a Kovacic, perhaps he's in a Company from years ago, and 30 yards out, he must have replayed that Company smash against Leicester, and thought, yeah, why not? And he decides to let fly, and it's sky. I mean, it's obviously up our end. We got a great view of it, and just drops. I thought it hit the bar and bounced out at one time, but of course it rippled the net and everything. I just so totally shocked by that, and he found the top corner. I think it went in via the post, didn't it? A fantastic goal from Marmoush. 1-0 for City. It took us a little while to recover from that one. 22 minutes, KDB crosses from the left with, goal. I'm not seeing this one back, guys. I can sort of, Haaland's at the back post, goal hanging, as he usually does, and he goes for one of these typical Kung Fu style acrobatic dying swan things. A la Karate Kid. The crane, was it? Whatever it was, the crane. And of course, he puts the ball back. He gets it towards goal superbly, but of course, Kepa manages to save it. Some people said he perhaps could have gone with his head, but I think he made a pretty good fist of that one without watching it back. 25 minutes, City work it downfield with the ball played across goal by Marmouche to KDB. It was a fairly easy tapping. There you go. What a way to finish, eh? KDB scores a goal inside the 6-yard box. A slight bounce as it approached him, but hey, this is KDB. It should be, I don't know, double bouncing just before it hits him. And he hits the bloody bar. Absolutely unbelievable. I do not know, and he probably doesn't know how he missed that. He did say about the miss that terrible, 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 he said. There's no excuses. My son is going to be very tough on me. Yes. I think we'll forgive and forget, although the paper headlines probably didn't. We'll talk about them later. 32 minutes, shoots and dinks the first time ball over the top for Tavernier to chase on, and he crosses with his first touch. And Evanilson meets it inside the area and stretches out to strike. Looks all the way it's going to be a goal. My lad had gone to the toilet, so there's always a goal when he goes to the toilet. And he stretched out and it sort of smacks the post. Ederson nowhere, he wasn't going to get to it. A big let off for City, really. That would really cheered my lad up coming back from the loo, being 1-1. 35 minutes. Ederson's a little bit bored and perhaps he's still a little bit frustrated not playing at Wembley. Misplaces a pass from the back and of course Tavernier has an effort. It's blocked. Was it blocked by Diaz? I can't remember who blocked it. Let me know, guys. Can't remember now. 38 minutes, Kovacic plays the ball into the area. Gundo pounces onto it to deliver a nice little pullback. It's like the old days, this. And Bernardo slivers in. Yes, he slides in, let's say, by the 6-yard line and laces a low finish past Kepa at the near post. And it's sort of prime Bernardo clone number 1, isn't it? Or Bernardo won that one. Absolutely excellent finish. Great. I'm just so happy that he got that. Of course, that made it 2-0. Not roll it on here. I'm just happy for Bernardo. 45 minutes, Gundo unleashes from outside the area. Kepa reacts quite well to save. 45 plus 1. Yeah, they almost get one back just before half time. A block from Nunes denies Kluivert and keeps the lead to 2-0. Yeah, I said at half time, all credit to the City players. It'd be easy to let this game sort of pass us by with all the KDB farewell stuff, with Rodri running up and down the line, looking as though he might get on the pitch. But I thought we sort of held it together pretty well, accepted the responsibility of what this game meant. Bournemouth did okay, actually. Unlucky a couple of times, but I can fair to say I think probably 3-1 at half time, something like that, if things had worked out. But or 4-2 even. But yeah, we deserved our half-time lead, that's for sure. Not the most prolific second half. It was a bit of a damp squib mainly, as City sort of course, tried to protect what we had and win the game without breaking too much sweat. 59 minutes, Semenyo lashed one wide. 67 minutes, Gvardiol misplaces a poor back pass, and Evanilson, of course, latches onto it. And yeah, he's only just inside the City half. I think Diaz was in the middle, was he? There were a couple of blue shirts about, but you'd probably say the guy was away. But he did have a lot of yardage to cover to get to the area. So you're talking 25, 30 yards just to get to the 18-yard box. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of yardage. Of course, Kovacic sort of drags in, then pretends he hasn't, but obviously it's no good by then. And this referee, to be honest with you, I'd never heard of the guy. He must have won a competition to referee this game. You are the ref in the East Stand competition before the game, and he just gave him a straight red. I thought Coventry was slightly unlucky there. I'm usually seething if a City player gets sent off for something stupid like this, but I thought Kovacic was a little bit unlucky. A lot of things could have happened between that and the goal. All right, he may have gone on to score, but yeah, I thought the referee was crap, and I thought, shit, Pep's teams aren't usually that great with 10 men. Fortunately, we didn't have to wait long, did we? But anyway, 69 minutes just to break things up after this sending off, and of course to make a little change in tactics with the loss of Kovacic. KDB takes the applause and gets hooked. Yes, he gets hooked. Deservedly milks the applause as he would. More to come later afterwards, of course, which we all know about. And Nico Gonzalez, a good tactical switch from Pep. He's not been making these substitutions very well recently, has he? But I think that was pretty much spot on, bringing Nico on for KDB. Where Nico's been sat not playing over the last 3 or 4 games, I don't know. That's another question only Pep can answer. But he brought him on. And of course, just as we're worrying how we're going to do with 10 men and hoping that we'll be fine, Lewis Cook does something stupid. Rashly jumps into a challenge on Nico. He looked bad in real time. I've seen a quick replay of it. I think this URF guy probably got that one right, actually. Perhaps he learned from his early errors. Pretty straightforward. And then thankfully we just had 4 minutes with 10 men, so that was all right. And things settled down again. 82 minutes, Haaland goes off. Yeah, okay. He gives Rodri a big hug, and that's what it's all about. Bye-bye Haaland, but it's Rodri. The DM genius is back, of course, our Ballon d'Or winner. Fantastic to see, with his shirt nicely tucked into his shorts. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, his mum's always keeping him well dressed and well neat and tidy. But fantastic, just fantastic to see Rodri. 89 minutes, of course. We managed to seal the game because we do let a late one in. Nico breaks down middle of the field to pick up a dink pass by Nunes, who played again quite well to that last minute. He goes on his own before curling in from the edge of the area. A bit like a Gundo on that. Found his spot, placed it in beautifully. Kepa, perhaps, I don't know, I think he's a little bit slow, but it looked good. Good goal. Kepa, perhaps I'm being unkind on Kepa that he was a bit slow. So that's 3-0, 6 minutes injury time. I'm not too sure why the ref watched to play 6 minutes when we're up 3-0, but that's the rules, I suppose. Doku, Bob, Grealish come on for Marmoush, Gundo and Bernardo. And then 96 minutes, yeah, it's just literally Nunes' lack of concentration, just a poor pass back. I think it was aimed at Diaz, or I think he wanted to play Diaz, but Diaz wasn't aware of it. And of course, Jefferson nicked in before Diaz could even get to it. And I thought the Bournemouth forward slots it in. I mean, despite Ederson gets a lot on it, and I've heard criticism of Ederson's saying, I think one of the sites I watched saying he was poor. I don't think he could have done a lot more. His position was a bit awkward, but he was reasonably big, and it was unlucky. It hit him, smacked him, and then sort of looped into the net. So, but as I said, me and Andy were right on our score prediction. It's funny actually, because just about a minute before I said to my lad, "What score did you predict?" I don't think I asked him. I usually ask him a score prediction, and he said 3-0. I said, "Well, behave yourself." I said it'll be 3-1 anyway, like I predicted. And of course, within a minute it was. So, although I'm not going to claim anything for that, guys. We'll let a goal in. It would have been nice for Eder to keep a clean sheet in what might be his last Etihad appearance, of course, but again, more on that in the coming weeks, I suppose. So to sum up, yeah, an unusual vibe to the game, good atmosphere, obvious reasons for the unusualness of it all, but we managed to do the business in an important game. We'll talk about the table in a minute and what that means for the visit to Fulham at the weekend. And I thought the boys in blue did their business. I thought Bournemouth played okay. Could have had a little bit of luck and got back into it at certain stages, but I think overall City deserved the win. And of course, Rodri, Bob back. Bob. Nice to see Bob come back on so we could sing his song as well. And it's bye bye Kev. A very good Etihad final chapter for this season. Of course, the story's not over quite yet. Start City and Bournemouth. City 12 shots, 5 on target, 8 for Bournemouth, 2 on target. We have 58% possession, 609 passes to their 441. Pass accuracy, almost what I like. I like to see about a 91, but it was 90, so that's okay. Bournemouth was 85, all credit to them, but Ira Ola, is that how you say it? I always say the wrong word, but Mike, I can say it. Ira Ola, yes, it's got a good tune out of this team this year, and we'll see how it goes next season. But they could lose 2 or 3 key players, unfortunately, as is the case usually. Fouls 7 from us, 13 from them. 2 offsides for us, 3 for them. Just 3 corners for us, 1 for them. 1 yellow for us, 3 for them, and of course 1 red card each. And the table, everyone's played 37 now at the top where it matters. City sit in the box seat, of course, third on 68 points. Newcastle, Chelsea and Villa, all them follow on 66 points, so 2 points behind. It would have been nice if they were 4 points behind, if we'd done the business at Southampton, but hey, these things can't go back and change it, can we? So we're in the box seat. Of course, there's no guarantee those teams are going to win all the final games, is there? So we'll see. And Forest, of course, have still got a chance. They're on 65 points, so they will have something to say on the last day of the season, because we've got Forest against Chelsea. So a Forest win would be nice. on that one. That had knocked Chelsea out of the equation. Villa are at United, so obviously they're going to stuff United because United will be too happy celebrating their crappy Mickey Mouse Europa League win. I have no doubts about that. I'll be very surprised if Spurs do anything. And of course, Newcastle entertain Everton. And Everton might want to go out on a high as well, but you sort of think Newcastle are going to win that. So, yeah, a point definitely would seal it for us, would seal Champions League football. A loss wouldn't be a total disaster as long as a couple of the other results go our way, but it won't be easy at Fulham. I don't think Fulham got too much to play for. I don't think they might have an outside chance of Europe. I'm not sure now how that works out and what positions get Europe. But anyway, we've got to go there and get at least a draw. Pep will go there and try and win it. And as I say, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Headlines, newspaper headlines. The Daily Mirror inside Simon Mullock, captain, lever legend. I know it's just a bit of a weird headline, isn't it? Lever legend. Why do you have to put lever in? I know he's leaving, but anyway, it's the Daily Mirror, my new Mirror, isn't it? Express inside Simon Mullock again. He's a busy lad. Kev's the boss, he is. The Guardian will unwin. De Bruyne fluffs dream finish as Guardiola threatens parting shot. Yeah, so again, negatives on the Guardian there, despite a 3-1 win. The Mail's Jack Gorn. City's king bows out with royally good show. That's better. Thank you, Jack. iPaper, Ian Whittle. Iconic De Bruyne says goodbye with a miss he will want to forget. Again, why? Why bother with that? Just mention it in the report. No need to put it in your headline, is there, Ian? But there you go, obviously. That's how it is. Our local paper, the Manchester Evening News, pack page, yeah, simply the best. Yep, that's fine. Inside Simon Bukowski, City take big step towards Europe, but night belongs to one man. It certainly did well. A bit to Rodri as well, I think. Joe Bray, yeah, commenting on this Pep thing with his squad size. Pep, I'll quit if squad is too big. Just stop throwing your bloody toys out of the pram, Pep. Just get on with it. You made some big boobs over the last few weeks. Just get on with the job and get us into Europe, and we'll worry about it then. Anyway, that's enough said on him. Man of the matches, yeah, for me, score-wise, Bernardo and Marmoush tied for me. Both scored goals, of course. Marmoush, I think I'll stick with that. I'll do a co-man of the match as far as I'm concerned, Bernardo and Marmoush. The papers, Simon Mullock give a few sevens out to Akanji, Bernardo, Gundo, KDB and Marmoush. Jack Gorn gave it Bernardo with an 8.5. Simon Bukowski gave 8s to Nunes, Gundo and Marmoush. On the website, Sofascore, their rating, Bernardo got an 8.1. He was their highest rating. OneFootball.com gave it Bernardo with a 9. And Goal.com gave 8s to Marmoush, Gundo and Bernardo. There you go, guys. Thanks for joining me for this story of the game. We'll be talking about Fulham. If you're going down, stay safe. I've not been able to get a ticket for this one. And if I got one now, I'll probably struggle to get down there anyway. So I've never been to Fulham. I would love to go. Perhaps one day I'll get the opportunity. Cup game, 12 o'clock noon kickoff, something like that. I might have a chance to get a ticket there in a couple of years' time, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like what I try and do and you want to support me, of course, subscriptions are wonderful, but if you want to do any sort of memberships and stuff like that, everything's available. Do that. The player ratings, of course, is already out, so you can have a watch of that. And of course, whenever you're watching this, the preview of the Fulham game, the Pepsi 11 match preview, will be out on Friday before the game on the Sunday, so check that out. Give us your support, guys, always wonderful. And if you want to know little ways that you can help support the channel, just keep watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed the feature, and yeah, if you can support me through the subscription, if you can subscribe, guys, that'd be wonderful if you've not already done so. We do actually have memberships at the moment, just 99p a month, so you get access to all my City stuff, including all the history vlogs, dozens and dozens not been published yet, that you get immediate access to. And every time I do a edit and do a vlog, you get immediate access to it as well. So you can have a copy of scripts as well if you want any hard copy of the sort of things I do on matches and teams and managers and players, etc, etc. So if you can join the membership, that'd be wonderful. We do fine. And yeah, if you want to support the channel just by watching the ads, that helps. Watch the ads, let them play through while you just have to check your phone or something, let it play out. And of course, if you follow any of the links, that always works as well. You follow a link to one of the ads and you fancy something. I've done it myself. I've followed a link and actually purchased something from another organisation. But it can happen. It can happen. Not all ads are stuff you're not interested in. And of course, if you can give us a like, guys, that would be absolutely fantastic. All likes are much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next time, of course, I only ever ask one thing, don't I? Please, I ask you all to stay safe, especially you Blues. Until the next time, come on, City. Bye for now.